This is Right Makes Might with Dr. Duke.
Hi, I'm Dr. Duke, and this is Right Makes Might. Well, from the file of I Told You So, and man, is that getting to be a long and depressing I Told You So. We have news out of California that the California legislature is now considering a piece of law that will assume, basically, that homeschool parents are child abusers. This law, if it passes, is going to force moms and dads who homeschool their kids a legal right, a God-given right, a common sense right to choose school choice to educate your own kids. That will be treated as if it was a kind of child abuse in the sense that the state will compel state agents into the home to meet with families, including child service welfare experts will come to the home because the premise is going to be that there is something fishy or abusive or coercive about homeschool education. This is a remarkable development. It's one that we could have seen coming, though, as the more pressure we put kids to get into public schools, the more we force them to take certain kind of tests, the more collectivizing education becomes under things like Common Core and the Every Student Succeeds Act. As more of that happens, more control over our public school kids, the less freedom, the greater the attack on homeschooling. According to the Washington Examiner newspaper, this proposed California law will change the valid legal option of homeschooling from a fundamental parental right to a compelled consent to government intrusion upon the privacy of the home and of the school, of school choice. And what's really remarkable about this is it's a reaction to the Turpin case. You may remember the Turpin family in California for years and years and years kept their kids home from school and then tortured and abused and held them hostage. And so, of course, as is typically the California way, we're going to react very violently against that. But here's the thing. The Washington Examiner also did a serious investigation, and I've looked into this too. All the major psychological websites, all the major psychiatric statements about education and dangers to children, not one of them, not one mentions homeschool as a potentially abusive circumstance, and we have no evidence, no statistical evidence whatsoever that homeschool families are more likely to abuse their kids than traditional families who keep their kids in public schools. There's not a shred of evidence for that. And so what do we get? Such knee-jerk and irrational solutions to a statistically unfounded problem allows unprecedented levels of government intervention into family privacy and choice, all under, again, the demonstrably false pretext that homeschool choice infers that parents are more likely to be child abusers. Well, here's the thing. You're going to pass a law like that. We have all sorts of examples beyond the Turpins of California school teachers sleeping with their children, adult men having affairs with their young female students, and an alarming number of adult female teachers who are messing around with their male students. We have all sorts of examples, documentable, of bullying, of abuse in the classroom that leads directly to suicide in a number of these public school kids. If we're going to play this game, let's play it. For every one Turpin, there are thousands of cases of abuse, of neglect, of bullying, of censoring, of driving kids to distraction in public schools. Let's have the same law. Let's let parent groups, let's let parents' rights groups, let's let the HSLDA, the Homeschool Legal Defense Association, into the house once a year of every public school mom and dad to make sure they are not abusing their kids in the ways that are utterly contrary to American education, freedom, and liberty. I'll bet you this. If we allow concerned and responsible parents groups to interview public school moms and dads, you're going to end up finding a lot more genuine abuse than you're going to get by coming after homeschool kids. If you enjoyed that video, please consider following us online and also consider a tax-deductible donation so we can continue to produce quality videos like the one you just watched. I'm Dr. Duke. Thanks for watching.